Stay tuned. We're answering more questions about Liberty University Online Academy. Hey there, everybody. I'm Tracy from teachmetracy.com. And on this channel, you're going to see videos all about the tips, tools, and tricks to thrive in a homeschool lifestyle. So today I wanted to take a couple of minutes and I wanted to answer a few questions that a parent had about 504 accommodations and whether or not Liberty University Online Academy offers tutoring for students. First of all, what in the heck is a 504, Tracy? You keep saying this 504. What is a 504? So roughly a 504 is a personalized educational program for your child. If you are someone who needs additional accommodations for your student, Liberty is one of the few homeschooling programs that offers academic support through a 504. Many people choose a program like Liberty's that's accredited because they have staff that will help you with a 504 plan and teachers who are familiar with executing the 504 plan for student success. So if you are someone who has a student in a homeschool program that requires a 504, Liberty's probably a good option for you. So let's talk a little bit about these questions that this parent had, because many of you may have the same questions. The first thing that she asked me was, do they get extra time? So in my own personal experience, when we were late on a couple of assignments, I asked the teacher, how much is the grade going to suffer? And the teacher was very, very kind in her response and said, look, as long as you keep us in the loop and we know what's going on, we really don't count assignments as late unless they go longer than 2 weeks. So at any time, I would recommend that you contact the teacher as soon as you know it's going to that an assignment is going to be running late, and just let them know. Explain the situation, and then you're probably okay. This year, we had a situation where his science project was to make a sundial. We had seriously 10 days of stormy weather. You can't create a sundial in a shadow with 10 days of stormy weather. And so through communication with the teacher, we had to delay the assignment, and then we were able to turn it in once the weather got sunny again. And so there are things that come up like that all the time. So officially, no, you're not getting extra time on the assignments, but if the teacher is aware of the situation, more than likely they will give you the extra time that you need. I don't recommend that you abuse the extra time. You know, if it gets to be a habit, it might be a problem then. But once in a while, if you're sick, your student is sick, you know, things come up and they understand that things come up. So that's the first part of that. The second part of that answer is, if you have a student in your homeschool program that needs special accommodations through a 504 plan, then most likely time tests will not be part of your student's program, and they will most likely give assignment extension. They don't have any official tutors on staff for extra accommodations for 504 students. But remember, if you are in the middle of a lesson and you need immediate help, call the teacher that's on call. You can access them either through live chat or you can call the hotline. I'll link for you above in the iCard the video that I did on how to find help at Liberty. So call the teacher on call if you're in the middle of a lesson and you need help right away. I don't recommend that you email your teacher, because your teacher could take up to 2 hours to get back to you. And by that time, you've probably already moved on from the lesson. And so it's just recommended that if you're in the middle of a lesson and you need a quick question answered right away, to call the teacher on call. You're not going to get a hold of your teacher for the most part. It's someone who's on call and not familiar with your students. So you're going to have to give them the lesson number, the day, and what grade. They will be able to help you and most likely answer the question that you have immediately. For specific things related to your student, you're going to have to email your teacher and then they can help you. The on-call teacher is not going to be able to help you with that. Also, remember, you have access to your guidance counselor at any time. So there's lots of layers of people that want students to succeed in their program, and they're always willing to help out the parents. So what do you do when you feel like your student needs more than the 180 days of school. Liberty's program is set up with a traditional 9-10 month curriculum. That's how their curriculum is broken down. So it is possible to request an extension, especially if you are someone who does need special accommodations for a student in your homeschool program. You can request an extension for 1 month, and if you're approved, there's no additional charge with a month extension. If you find that you need another extension for 1 month, then you're also going to need to get that extension approved. But this time, upon approval, there would be an additional $50 per subject along with the extension. It is possible to extend the program beyond the traditional 9-10 months, almost 10 months of education, but you will need approval. Also, I want to encourage you that if you're kind of on the fence about what to do and you like the program, but you're not sure if it's a good fit for your student, at any time with Liberty, you can always go to a part-time enrollment status, set up the 504, see if it's something that you think that you can work with your homeschool, and then you can try out the program. It's just an option for you, something to consider. Just remember, whatever you're not doing at Liberty, you're going to have to make up yourself in a homeschool. For instance, if you just want to enroll your student in the literacy program, you can do that, but you're going to have to make up your math, your science, your art, all of that outside of Liberty. So just be aware that whatever you're not taking at Liberty, you're going to have to make up somewhere else. But part-time is always an option for you. So I'm going to link down below all of the information that you might need when you are considering Liberty for your homeschool program. I'll link the admissions email as well as the admissions phone number, and also who to contact if you need academic support. I hope that answers any questions that you might have about a 504 program or any special accommodations. That's about all I have for you this time. If you have any other questions, please ask them down below in the comments, and I will see you right back here next week. Bye-bye.